Hello, I'm Bradley and welcome to my channel. Now here in the UK, Thanksgiving of course isn't necessarily a huge thing. I appreciate that it is a huge thing across the world in many locations, particularly of course America. Now a lot of people nowadays celebrate all sorts of amazing holidays, but yet not everybody feels that they are involved. I think nowadays with the world changing so much, it's really important to hold on to traditions, and certainly traditions which are in one's family. So traditions, yes, absolutely can follow a formal holiday, and they do. And I think in this part of the world, we absolutely go all out on Christmas, and I absolutely love Christmas. But something which always really connected with me was how America celebrates Thanksgiving, and of course Canada. But I really loved the essence of coming together as a family, giving thanks for all of what they have, and just really sharing that really wonderful connection, and just actually all around a table. I think there is something quite magical just all around a table, sharing a meal. And I know Thanksgiving is a lot more than that, but just coming together, and even if it's just having that one special meal with the people who you love and cherish. And I thought to myself, do you know what? I really love that essence, and I love what it stands for. And it just meant so much to me. So I was about 19 years of age when I was thinking about this, and I really started to get interested. So I'm 31 now. So I think I started my family tradition when I was about 20, so about 11 years ago. And it was just quite simply that I think I'd actually watched a couple of films or something, and I thought to myself, I really like that, and I love the message. I love that family presence. I love all of that, and giving thanks around a table and doing lovely things on that day and that celebration. I love that. Now, of course, I'm not going back in the history of Thanksgiving or anything like that for America, because I have no right to do that at all. I'm here in the UK, I'm British, and I'm not going to go there. I think that it's okay to have a view and it's okay to have an opinion, but what it's not okay is to push that out onto everybody else, because there will be people who don't agree with me, and that's just a simple fact, I think, of using social media and just in today's world of having a view. But it's important to be respectful of everybody's view, so I appreciate everybody's viewpoint. But on this, for me, when I was around 19, I wanted to capture my family, my busy, hectic family in the run up to Christmas for just one evening. So my family, of course, isn't all under one roof, absolutely, but I do have the blessing of still living in the family home. I've been through a lot. My family have had a really bumpy, crazy year. Lots has gone on, but thankfully we've all got through it. There's still things going on, but we've got through it. And my friend, if you're going through something right now, these storms pass. And in a way, they have a way of making us stronger. And I know that's not a good essence, but it does make us stronger. And do you know what? Always hold on to that fact, and I love this notion that actually there is only one of you in this world, and that alone makes you amazing, and you are stronger than you believe, my friend, and you will get through this. We all go through turbulent times, we really do. My family seem to have been really pulled through the hedge of life, as to speak, and smacked on every thorn brush you could imagine. So the people who are in my family home, I love, and I have been doing this since about 20, I think, of taking the whole day. So I've got the day off work tomorrow, and I prepare a family meal in my family home, so the people who live with me in my family home. And I do this with my mum and dad as well, predominantly for my mum and dad. I will put that out there, because I'm just so grateful and so privileged for the life which I have had, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to lead the life I do and be so privileged in my childhood, all of the incredible things I had through growing up, and the incredible opportunities into my adulthood of them supporting me and just really pushing me on in life, and just giving me the options of which, if it wasn't in this incredible love of them both and all their encouragement, I wouldn't be able to have done that. I also do it because I think back on my dear Nan, who was very much the matriarch of our family, and she's no longer with me, but she's with me always. So I always love to do something which is quite traditional, but yet of course modern, and stands for our own family views. So when I take that presence in our kitchen tomorrow, and I do lots of cooking, I love cooking, I really love to just take the time and enjoy it. I usually have like me and my mum usually do things for the meal as well together, which is lovely. And usually my father's working, so he can sometimes get a couple of hours off in the evening, and then we have the meal. But tomorrow night he's actually here with us, so that's great. My brother will join us as well, and whoever else pops in as well. This house, there is always food. There is always good, amazing, wholesome cooking. My mum, bless her heart, is absolutely amazing cooking. And strangely enough, my brother, well, not strangely enough, my twin brother is actually an incredible chef as well. And I believe it's with my nan, who was absolutely incredible in the kitchen, to my mum. I'm good. I'm not as good as my mum, and of course not as good as my twin brother, but I enjoy it. I love it. I love baking, so I love all of that. And I think family, in a world where we have no control over very much at the moment, the one thing we do have control of is our time and how we spend it, especially with family and loved ones. So I think for me, in the run up to Christmas, I love doing this. I love doing it, and I've done it for many, many years. So of course, absolutely, especially for Americans and Canadians and people across the world, celebrate Thanksgiving. I absolutely understand that, and I think it's absolutely incredible. But do you know what? I think nowadays, where the world is changing so much, holidays can mean so many different things to so many different people as well. People will celebrate Thanksgiving in so many different ways. People will celebrate Christmas in so many different ways, and of course with Hanukkah as well, and so many other incredible holidays. Which we are blessed with as incredible individuals, which we get to celebrate that. And you know, I just think it's amazing. So I love to be able to capture what I can, with all different things when we go through life. And of course, you see something, what somebody else is doing, you think, do you know what? I'd love to bring that back into my family. And then you might see something else, or you see something happening in the world, and you think, do you know what? I'd like to install a little bit of that in my family. And I just think that all of us nowadays, I think, could do with so much more, a little bit more guidance, a little bit more, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it, faith, and a little bit more kind of homage and respect and love, and just to strip it right back, that it doesn't have to be expensive, and it doesn't have to, cost the earth. It doesn't have to take weeks and weeks and weeks of preparation. Sometimes the greatest gift of all is your time. And by giving that to somebody, I think sometimes that is the greatest, if not the greatest gift of all, especially the people you love, just taking the time to turn around and say, do you know what? You mean the world to me. How busy this life is with so many different things going on. How incredible, but yet so simple it is just to turn around and say to somebody that I love you and you mean the world to me. So this is what I do tomorrow. So I can't quite put it into words, but I hope you get the essence of what I'm trying to say. Is that, yes, I'm not American, I'm not Canadian, but I do love this holiday, and it's something which I've installed in my family. Now, I know there can be people with different views across the world. Let's put it this way: if you say something and it goes online, whether it be YouTube or whether it be some other social media channel, somebody's always going to have an opinion, somebody's always going to have a view. I think that's fine, but always just be respectful, because absolutely everybody will have a view and everybody is entitled to that view. But the one thing which I think we always still remember is, in a world where so much goes on, and we've only got to look at the world in 2024, just how much hatred goes on, just the war, which just is just heartbreaking, and what children are going through in those broken environments, those broken parts of the world. And yet the people who on the top, who make all of these decisions, their lives don't never really seem to alter, seem to change. I know that's quite an assumption, and that's not what I'm here to talk about at all. But it's just that actually sometimes the one thing we can do wherever we are in the world is spread kindness, goodness, and love. And yeah, I really hope that that message comes through in my clip today, because that's something which I really, really love and aspire to do. We get one life. Why wouldn't you want to? Why wouldn't you want to use it by spreading goodness, love, and kindness? You don't have to know anybody. You don't have to even agree with whatever anybody stands for, or what they do, or how they lead their life. But you can always be kind. You can always be respectful. And do not smile, because this life is incredible and this journey is good. And let's be honest, on a bit of a solemn note, it's not here forever. It's a blessing. Every single day is a blessing. I do truly believe that when we stop treating it as a blessing, and we're almost overprivileged, and we're kind of obsessively planning and taking for granted this, and perhaps we lose the kindness and the niceness aspect in life, then I think it's a great shame. I really, really do. So on that note, for me tomorrow, I will be celebrating Thanksgiving in my family, in my way, and I'm really, truly looking forward to it. So whoever you are, and just have an amazing time. And if you don't celebrate it, then I really wish that you have a great day ahead. So on that note, I hope you're well. God bless. Thank you very much for being here on my channel. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you then. Bye now.